We are just in front of the Khafren pyramid, overlooking the northern edge of the Giza plateau. When Khufu, Cheops, chose this place, he chose the most eminent place for his pyramid. He called his pyramid and the area Achet Khufu, the horizon of Khufu, because he identified himself with the sun god who rests in the western horizon. When he chose this place, he created great symmetry. The old Egyptian called it Ta Chesa, the Holy Land, also the Forbidden Land, because it was the land of the god of the West. It was forbidden to construct there. Only the king could give the place for a tomb. So we have his pyramid, the tombs of his queens and his sons, and to the west the tombs of his high officials, which are lying here. To the south of this area, his son Khafren built his pyramid, and his grandson Mykerinos built the third pyramid of Giza. The tombs of the nobles of this area and the tombs of the people who lived in the large, long-living pyramid city are buried to the south of this area. The hills of the western desert, west of the old residence Memphis, were called Sokar land, because the god Sokar was the god of the deep caves, tomb shafts, and excavations. Therefore, from Giza till to the south, till Dashur, the land was the land of Sokar, and the name of Saqqara still reminds us of the old desert god, the god of the tombs. Sokar had also a temple in Giza, which we know from texts, but it is still not excavated.
The Giza Plateau is one of the most important sacred sites in the world. It has one of the 7 wonders of the world that still exist. This plateau was existed since 4,500 years ago. It was built mainly to maintain the cult of the king. There are cities for the priestess. There are cities for the workshop. For all the people who lived here, who maintain the cult of the king, there is buildings attached to the pyramid. As if we see also down the plateau, we have the great Sphinx down to guard the whole cemetery. It's a sacred object to represent the King Khafren, the builder of the second pyramid, who's worshipping the sun god in the temple. In front of the Sphinx, the sun rises and sets every day. We have over 5,000 tombs connected to the Old Kingdom from 4,600 years ago, and even for 300 years, many tombs are scattered around the pyramid. And even when we excavate nowadays, we still find many tombs. which means that the Giza Plateau, there is more discoveries we are waiting for. We are now standing 800 meters exactly away from the third pyramid. If we look at this map, you can see the green lights are showing the limits of the so-called the project of the Giza Plateau. These two spots are showing the actual two sites that artifacts has been found. And I'm going to take you right now to see the two sites. Site number one that we found the Islamic artifacts.
It looks typical for an excavation which was done by the bagger, because in a place like this you cannot find systematically, except you do a survey. And of course, it might be that there are more tombs around, but then you have to do a real good survey with excavations every 5 meters.
The project, they wanted to start here, and this is why we stopped them and wanted to excavate to find if there is any archaeological evidence in this area. And we found the tomb there, and this is what we call site number 2.
It looks very, very much like an archaeological field. Typical for a wadi or a valley leading up to the desert on both sides with tombs. These were brick tombs,
yeah,
as you told me,
yes.
And the finds show that these were people of middle class. We must not forget that in the Roman period there was a long period of peace and a first time an overpopulation in Egypt. So they used every place. Down there or near the pyramids we have the big tombs, the important people. You found now in your excavation the better class of the working people, and here we have the next generation in the New Kingdom and in the Roman period.
Exactly, yeah. This is the register that we found, the artifacts, and it was registered in this register since it's covered in the extravagant project. And if you look, all the numbers that you saw, such as 470 and 474, and the source here is a pyramid project, and registered in 77, things like that. Those are artifacts that has been found in the two sides of the project south of the Giza Plateau. And as you see, the first site, we found the 3 pottery vessels, which if you look here to this one, which we dated that in the register to the Islamic period.
Yeah, it has an Arabic inscription. Yeah.
Yes, and the other two, it is. It's a beautiful masterpiece of Islamic pottery. The second site, which is very interesting, because inside the tomb, we found artifacts that, in my opinion, represent 4 periods of the Egyptian history. Mm-hmm. This is the first artifact, which a shawapti made of stone.
So big.
Yeah, it's a very large shawapti. Yeah. And I believe that this can be dated to the Ramesside period because of the style of the...
Yes, surely.
Yeah. And
it has an inscription which mentions maybe M. Achet.
Yeah.
Har M. Achet.
Yeah. And the second period present here the shawapti, which we have many pieces of shawaptis, the similar of the back pillar, which started, I believe, in 26th dynasty and went after that to the Greek period. And some of it has inscriptions.
Very, very preserved.
Yeah, very preserved, and it looks really beautiful type of work.
Yeah.
The third period represents really a masterpiece of seats.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's Greek.
Yeah,
that's
inscribed in Greek. Yeah. And this is found also in the tomb.
In the tomb.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And you look.
So we have 3 occupations.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lines. Of,
this is a number.
Yes, this is a number that's in the register.
In the register book. Yeah.
And the fourth period is the Roman Emperor, which is that. Then you can see really the importance of the artifact that has been found inside the site here. This is the most recent important discovery at the Giza Plateau. We found in this area around 5 important tombs. The largest one of these tombs is for an important man. It made for the first time a vault, which we don't really have at Giza Plateau. Any tombs have this type of architectural style. And also inside there's 2 false doors for the deceased and the other one for his wife. The other tombs around this tomb is, my opinion, maybe dated to Dynasty 4. This area, we were excavating in it before, and we found the workman village. We found the village of the workers who built the 3 pyramids at the Giza Plateau. And this area had sand around 14 meters. This discovery was found by chance. This area, sometimes they use it for horse riding. A horse was running there and it fell down in this area. It showed a small mud brick wall. And we came and we excavated the site and we found these tombs. As a matter of fact, this is the beginning of the discovery, because all this area going to the south around this tomb is still, there is thousands of tombs. Even to the north of this discovery, still there is another tombs here. We found also at the southern west of the plateau, another important discovery, which is the cemetery of dwarfs. This discovery also was found by chance. We were cleaning around a tomb that was discovered a long time ago, and we found a very important tomb. Inside this tomb, we found a masterpiece of art. It's a statue of a dwarf that if we go back 4,500 years, we do not really know what the sand might hide.